My name is Paul Nikolich. I'm the chairman of IEEE 802. I'm responsible for overseeing all the standards development inside of 802, from wireline to wireless and all the various working groups inside of 802. Right now, the end users are one step removed from the standards development. So their requirements are diffused through vendors before it becomes a project within 802. By having the end users directly involved with 802, there'll be a better understanding of what their needs are, so they'll be able to tune the project specifically for their requirements. And by having the end users involved, it'll help the group come to consensus quicker as well. So it shortens the development cycle from beginning to end. The Ethernet Alliance is helping out by bringing the end users to the community and saying, hey, what do you guys need? What are some of your concerns? What are your issues that you have on a day-to-day basis that we may be able to help resolve? And I think that's a very good initial step. Before, one of the problems with having end users come directly into 802, it's a pretty big burden for them to attend 802 sessions. Because for a particular service that they may have, there could be 200 standards that are needed. So they can't go to all of them. They have to pick and choose, or they have to have representatives attend those bodies on their behalf. But having a direct coupling between the end users and 802 would help us do a better job. The other thing that they can do is they can act as a funnel for end users. So end users can't participate in all the various standards bodies that I mentioned earlier, but they can come to this organization and they can say, hey, these are our requirements, and the Ethernet Alliance can take inputs from a variety of end users and boil it down into a single set of requirements that they can then bring to 802 and say, hey, this is what the end user needs. They have this particular bandwidth requirement, this particular latency, this particular ease of use requirement, and you really need to pay attention to that when you're doing your next project. The main message that I was trying to bring to the end users was that if you participate in 802 standards more intimately than you currently do, we can cut the development time from when you identify a requirement to when you have equipment that's capable of meeting that requirement significantly.